Sharon Root. Those lights. So they're a big community. Small better. Hello.
Hello.
Lovely to see you. Hi, Paddy. If anyone is waiting, a lot of our stuff facing this way at the moment. We're going to be doing Okay, and to begin the session today, we're going to talk a little bit about what things that you would like to receive at a party, or something you like to give at a party. We're going to focus maybe on food and drink, okay? So, for example, the tradition nowadays is if you go to a party, you take a bottle. So a party where you bring a bottle of wine.
Bottle of Ribena.
So for me, I would like to start and say if I was going to a party, if I was going to cook something, I'd take some cakes with me, because I always think it's a nice thing to be able to share around at a party. If there isn't anything that you would like to necessarily take or receive at your party, what about gifts? Any gifts that you might have been given that are of great memory to you?
To your house?
Yeah, that sounds like a good party.
They're out you're getting them already.
Well, with dips, chicken nuggets with dips.
Horse burgers.
Bottles on your tables.
Right.
All three kinds, you know, brandy, whiskey, Bacardi.
And you drink them all with no
Help
mix.
yourself.
Wow. We've got almonds, money.
Oh, we've got that one.
Okay.
Punch.
Punch.
What would you put in your punch?
Everything.
Who's made punch before? Who's made punch? Yeah. What have you put in it?
Well, you put things like lemonade and that in to fool everyone. Then you put vodka and whiskey and that in to get the party going quickly.
It can be deceiving, can't it? Punch, because it's so
Because
sweet.
it's a nice sweet drink with a few bits of like orange and apple floating in it. It deceives everybody. But cool, you don't have to get the party going.
Don't put lemonade in it, put cider in it.
Well, cider, yeah.
Why don't we go to one of those in the past? What kind of parties did you used to throw? Was it kind of people at work?
Family parties.
Family parties for your mother. So
Every year.
Okay, so we know it's the May Garden Party on Wednesday. Other cousins
Not buying it anymore.
and how are you travelling in? Because I know your daughter lives there and doesn't really
Was it there?
Party, just,
And are these cousins and nephews or is it other couples?
start because you can't leave party because all children come and they have to go out. We start in the afternoon. They finish work.
Orange and pink.
Dark mode,
And dark mode.
You see the boy on the picture?
Martin, you didn't used to go out.
Favourite celebration.
Circle maybe. Holly doll.
There's something stunning.
How do we do it? Wow.
Right. No. His wife. Right. Everybody's part.
Oh, can I see?
You
Thank you.
No, you do the talking. We could do a double act.
Like you're doing already?
Bridie's on the drums, and Frank's on the
piano accordion.
which was a red accordion. We'd had to swap pens halfway, and also on the microphone up here.
And she liked to sing.
Yeah, she's a lovely voice.
She's a nice
What did you sing, Mary?
From glen to glen and down the mountainside. You need a few Guinnesses to make this really work. And I'm a lost man, but come ye back, is my heart
So did you have to be a clown then, Colin?
Anything you could dress up as anything. I was just as a jester. You know.
Did Dawn make your outfit?
Sorry?
Did Dawn make your
No,
outfit?
no, I went for a shot.
Okay.
And then we've got Doll, who's really sort of quite immersed in colouring
Very
in
good
her
picture.
party dress.
We're talking cousins, we're talking nieces and the grandchildren. And the catering was all done in-house by the most amazing hostess to my left here. And I'm not joking, sometimes 3 days in advance.
And Martin did all the washing up.
Me how smart the little boy is, what a good soul, that he is not naughty at all. For a 7-year-old boy, he should. Yeah.
Lovely.
Show us over here.
Roll, we'll have the barrel of fun. Roll out the barrel, we've got the biz on the run. Sing, wool-ta-ra-ra, sing out the song of good cheer. Now's the time to roll the barrel, 'cause the gang's all here. Oh!
Pepperoni's hot. I bet you carefully. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
With us, it's when my daughter comes.
Any celebration, any many dodgy stories
Is there a moment, an image that kind of springs to mind that you thought that's worth celebrating or that's going in my memory bank? A party, a gathering, a social festival?
I think probably Maureen's birthday last year. Our youngest daughter had a 50th garden party last July, and it was just wonderful. She had so many there, lots of friends and family, all lot of outside the family, well, the family but not the close family.
He did struggle when he got there. He didn't dig the patio then that day. That wasn't that day, was it? You're always missing something. You're meant to help me along, aren't you?
It was a good one, Patrick.
And if you want to add anything at any moment, just let me know, okay? I'm going to move it round. Jim. Is there anything, Diane, that you kind of remember from an event or an occasion?
Jim had a fantastic story. Tell them about the Beatles celebration, the Beatles party.
And she decorated the place. And the Beatles, or photos of the Beatles on the walls. And remember the pipes, we've got these wall painted in black. And poked them into their legs and hanged them all up over the wall.
Okay.
And when my sister came in for the birthday, and she said, God, what's gone wrong here?
Love you, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Love you, yeah, yeah, yeah. Love you.
Some boozers. We've got some red, white and some ginger beer. We're going to have a little toast just to celebrate the end of the project as it stands.
Say really that you know, this group is lucky because it's the only project in the country, in Europe as far as I know, which has like a follow-on place to go at the end of the 14 weeks we've had together. And several people have said to me today that how, you know, they're going to miss meeting each other. It's been a smashing group, a wonderful group to work with.
I can only say thank you all. You've really been a credit to what Pam and all these ladies do. Because it's a lot of hard work. We don't mind the hard work as long as you're happy. You can carry on doing this with us. Once a month at Minnie Bennett House.
That's fine.
Liv, Rosie and Malika, would you like to say anything about the session, how you planned it, how it changed, what worked?
I thought it evolved nicely from being about food to, but that was from people's contributions. I think that it evolved nicely from being starting at food and drink, and it sort of was quite quick fire. Everyone saying this, but then actually through other people's contributions, it honed out of it to being about gifts and giving and receiving, and I thought it grew nicely. Yeah, it wasn't necessarily down to me, well, it probably wasn't down to me, but it was down to everyone, so I think it grew very organically into something that was nice.
You did it very well. You picked people's, you wrote them down and reflected them back, and it was all audible, and it felt under control. It was good, it was good. How vitally important it is to repeat. It's a bit what we talked about last week, Matthew, you know, to repeat back what's been said.
But yeah, very not using closed language. Yeah, most definitely.
It's a fantastic festive atmosphere, so well done that you created that, and you feel better about the work you're doing as a result of it.
We forgot the splash on the plot part.
Sound effects.
We'll do a rehearsal. Ready again, ready?
With the splash!
Yeah, that's all.
She was here as a room jumping high place of the battery. I thought she was really outlining it. Susan.
That's right.
You was in your
Wind up, bobbing up, pull, pull, clap, clap, clap. Wind it back again, wind it back again.
nice quiet boy.
Maybe getting a
Here. Oh.
Sorry.